Hello grade 11s, today you're going to be learning about geometric sequences. A geometric sequence is one where there is a common multiple. So remember we've been looking at arithmetic sequences for the last couple of lessons and they had a common difference, so something was added on each time. This time something's being multiplied each time, so you can see the sequence here clearly is going up by doubling each time, so it has a common multiple, or we call it a ratio, a fixed ratio of 2. So just as we looked at with arithmetic sequences, we'll take a look at how we can try and generalize the terms for a geometric one. So if we have a sequence beginning with 5 and a common ratio of 2, that means it's being multiplied by 2 each time. So our second term would be found by doing 5 times 2, which of course is 10. We're not very interested in the result, we're more interested in how we get each term, because that's going to help us generalize. If we want to find the third term, we'd take the second term and we'd multiply it by 2 again. And of course we could rewrite that as 5 times 2 squared, and of course the actual answer, the number, would be 20. Hopefully we've spotted the pattern then. The next one's going to be 5 times 2 times 2 times 2, or 5 times 2 cubed. And what we should be noticing is that the power is 1 less than the term number. So the 10th term won't be 5 times 2 to the power of 10, it'll be 5 times 2 to the power of 9. Because that first term hasn't been multiplied by 2 yet. And of course our nth term would be 5 times 2 to the power of n minus 1. So we can see that a general term for our geometric sequence would be to take the first term, u1, to multiply it by r, the common ratio, raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of examples just practicing this. If we want to find the fourth term of a geometric sequence, we've been given the first term and we've been given the common ratio. So, very straightforward first example. We're after u4. To find u4, we use our formula. So we'll do u1 multiplied by r to the power of n minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. And then we just go to our calculator and let's just be careful with putting this negative value in brackets. So we get negative 10 and an eighth. Negative 10, let's put 0.125. Okay, very straightforward first example. Find the fixed ratio and the first term of the geometric sequence with u2 is 12 and u5 is 1.5. And then check your answer by writing out the first 5 terms. Okay, a little bit trickier. And there's a bit of a trick to this actually. So, the second term of our sequence, u2, would have been found by taking u1, multiplying it by r to the power of n minus 1. So, 2 minus 1 is just 1. And we would have got the result 12. u5 would have been found by the same process, but this time n minus 1 would be 4, because we're dealing with the fifth term, and we would get a value of 1.5. Now hopefully you're realizing that r must be smaller than 1, because our sequence is decreasing. Okay, so how are we going to find u1 and r? So the trick here, we've got 2 equations and 2 unknowns. We can't eliminate in the kind of standard way we do with simultaneous equations where we just add or subtract. What we've got to do here is divide. So I'm going to take this second equation and I'm going to divide it by the first. And this is how we can eliminate a variable. We can eliminate the u1s. give ourselves a bit more space. So the U1s will go, and I'll be left with R cubed, and I'll have 1.5 over 12. Let's just check. I think that's 1/8. Let's just check to make sure. 1.5 divided by 12 is, yeah, 1/8. Okay, and then we can cube root that to get our common ratio, which is 1/2. We were expecting something smaller than 1, so that's good. Now, to find U1, I guess the simplest way would be to put R back in here, 1.5 in here. So, U1 times 0.5 equals 12. So if I divide 12 by 0.5, I'd get 24, and that should be my first term. So I've found the fixed ratio, R, and I found the first term. And I can check my answer by writing out the first 5 terms. So U1 is 24. My next term I get by halving. So U1 is 24, U2 is 12. Good, that fits with that. U3 is 6, U4 is 3, and U5, as we were hoping for, is 1.5. Okay, there is an investigation to have a go at on the next page. You may have time to start the homework questions as well. I would like you to spend the last 10 to 15 minutes attempting the exit slip. I'd like you to try this on your own, take a photo and upload it to your OneNote so I can take a look and see how you're getting on with the unit without me there this week. Okay, best of luck. Bye bye.